Venus, an adventure with Rocky Star. Anne Vernon and Jan Kabar, two eminent scientists, ask Rocky Star, a British rocket expert, to fly a spaceship to the planet Venus. Before he can become a member of the expedition, however, he must pass rigid medical tests. Meanwhile, unbeknown to the others, Jan Kabar plots with the mysterious foreign agent Gregor to destroy both Rocky Star and the spaceship. During the medical tests, Jan strikes. Rocky is sitting strapped to a chair in a wind tunnel. His unprotected body is being subjected to a wind pressure of hundreds of miles an hour. In a control room, doctors watch him carefully as his face becomes grotesquely distorted.
That should be sufficient, Professor. Turn off the machine, please.
Well, thank goodness that's over, Mitch.
Yeah, I hope his face goes back into shape.
It will. Both Jan and I have been through this test.
Say, Kabar, didn't you hear the doc? Turn this thing off.
I am trying to.
Well, hurry up. You'll kill Rocky. Switch it off.
I cannot. The wheel is jammed. I cannot turn it off.
You must, Professor. The man's life is in danger.
Oh, Jan, hurry.
Here, let me try.
I am doing all possible.
Get out of the way, Kabar.
Mitch, please.
Do as I say, will you?
My dear man,
All right, you asked for it.
Don't, Mitch.
Now I'll fix this. Off of this master switch. Come on, Doc. Let's get Rocky out of here.
You remain here. We'll attend to him. Hurry, Dr. Franz.
I'm coming with you.
No, wait, Mitch.
He's my best pal. I'm
You'll
not
only be
going to...
in the way. They'll do all that's possible for him.
Oh, perhaps you're right. And I don't like the way he slumped in that chair.
He's most probably blacked out.
Well, I wish I could be sure.
The doctors are with him now.
Oh.
Jan, are you all right?
Yes. Yes?
And up on your feet. You and me are going to have a talk.
Oh. What happened?
I cracked your one.
You did why?
I'll ask the questions, Professor.
I do not like your tone, Morgan.
And I don't like you.
Mitch, please don't quarrel with Jan.
Why shouldn't I? He tried to kill Rocky.
Oh, no.
Oh, yes, he did. The control wheel on that wind machine didn't jam.
Your accusation wasn't so serious, it would be laughable. Try the control wheel yourself. You will find it still jammed.
Then why didn't you cut the master switch?
I did not think of it. I felt certain that I could.
Quit your lying, Kabar. You know as well as I do.
I refuse to listen to your nonsense any longer.
There are a few more questions I want to ask you.
Well, go on.
Why'd you try to murder Rocky?
Oh, Mitch, stop it. You're being ridiculous. Why would Jan do such a horrible thing?
Oh, maybe because he's jealous. Maybe because he wants to be the leader of the Venus expedition.
When you know him better, you'll feel ashamed of yourself. Jan wouldn't do anything to harm our plans. He's just as keen as my father and I about the journey into space.
Well, I'm not saying he isn't.
Oh, Mitch, you're wrong. So wrong.
Look, Anne, he could easily have cut that master switch instead of fiddling with the control wheel. Another minute or two, and Rocky would have been in a bad way.
For the last time, I assure you, I did not attempt to injure your friend. Perhaps I should have done as you say, but... Well, I was positive I could release the control wheel quickly. I realize now that it was a mistake.
Yeah, it certainly was.
Everyone makes mistakes and bad judgment.
Yeah. Well, I suppose so.
Oh, and yet you do not believe me.
Well, I don't know. You watch out if anything's happened to Rocky, that's all.
Nothing's happened to him, son.
Doctor, that's the best news possible.
Oh, you can say that again, Anne.
I'll go and fix your reports, Professor.
Yes, as I will not be here, I suggest you leave them with me, Miss Vernon.
Certainly I will, Professor.
Jan, you're not going away, are you?
Yes, my dear.
Oh, no. Come on in and say hello to Rocky.
I'm afraid I will not be very welcome.
Don't be silly. Look, Mitch didn't mean the things he said, did you, Mitch?
Well, maybe I did kind of speak out of turn. I got excited. I'm sorry.
I understand perfectly. After all, he is your best friend.
Well, now that little matter's over, we can all...
I am still unable to remain, Anne. I have an engagement that I must keep. It is regarding medical supplies for the Venus flight. My regards to Mr. Starr. Until later, my dear.
I wonder.
What, Mitch?
Lots of things.
You're not still worrying over Jan, are you?
Well,
Look, he wouldn't harm anyone. Jan's a wonderful person.
Look, Anne, I wasn't only thinking of him. But there's something else nagging at me.
What is it?
Well, I haven't done that wind tunnel test yet, and I reckon...
Oh, there's the doctor calling us. Let's go and join Rocky. And finally, can you be ready to leave Las Vegas at dawn tomorrow?
Oh, you don't waste time, do you?
And we can't afford to. Now that you've passed the medical tests, I won't be happy until you've met Daddy. There's so much to be done, Rocky, before we can take off for Venus. We have to test our spaceship and we... Are you listening?
Yes, of course.
You weren't.
Well, Well, to be truthful, no, I wasn't.
I can tell you what he's dreaming about. The spaceship.
Well, I'm trying to imagine how big it is and how it's driven and, well, yes, everything about it.
Well, I'll tell you a little, and then you'll have to wait until you meet Daddy.
Mm-hmm.
The Blue Streak, that's the name of our ship, is 300 feet long.
300?
Say that again?
It may sound unbelievable, but that's the length, 300 feet.
Well, it must be some ship.
It is, Rocky. It looks like an enormous rocket, and it works on the same principle. Up near the nose is a control room, just large enough for 4 people. The rest of the space inside is taken up with the power units and fuel tanks.
Hey, wait a minute, Ann. How the heck can they get a ship 300 feet long off the ground?
By jet propulsion?
Well, it'll have to be mighty powerful.
It is. You see, Jan has developed a new rocket fuel that's revolutionized the whole idea of spaceships.
Now, I still say you'll never get it off the ground. It's not a plane with wings, you know. Now, I tell you it's impossible.
Oh, take no notice of him, man. He's a wet blanket.
Rocky, I'm just looking facts in the face, and I don't like what I see.
Mitch, I haven't time to argue. I know the Blue Streak will take off and reach Venus. Rocky, you haven't answered my question yet. Can you be ready to leave Las Vegas at dawn tomorrow?
Well, I suppose so. I'll have to arrange it with the Rocket Commission.
Oh, you've no worries there. They'll release you. That's all been arranged by the people behind us.
Where are we headed?
You'll find that out when you're there. The location of Daddy's research station is, well, on the secret list.
Say, this gets more mysterious every minute.
Yes, doesn't it?
Well, I guess we better make our wills, Rocky.
Our wills?
You don't expect to return to Earth after visiting a star, do you?
He'll be back, Mitch.
Well, I'm not counting on returning.
You?
Yeah, I'm going too, you know.
No, Mitch, you're not.
Say, you can't leave me out of this. I've always wanted to sit on a star. Anyway, Rocky can't do a thing without me. Can you, pal?
Well, Ann, I had counted on this.
Sorry, there won't be room in the spaceship.
Oh, you could squeeze me in. I'm not very big.
How many are making the trip?
4. You as leader, flight engineer.
And Mitch Morgan?
He's already been chosen, Mitch. Another scientist and myself.
Jan Kabar said that an hour ago, and I didn't believe him.
It's quite true. My father's trained me to do just that for the last 4 years.
And there's one...
I'm sorry, Mitch. There just isn't room for you. Well, Jan Kabar and I'll meet you at the Las Vegas airport at dawn tomorrow. Until then, bye, Rocky.
All is reversed with you, Kabar. Again you have failed me. Rocky Star is still alive.
I did my best, Excellency. His friend Morgan realized what I was doing and knocked me out of the way.
There are moments when I could gladly kill you, Kabar. You are too gentle.
How could I kill him in front of all the others?
You could have.
But it would have meant my death.
Would that matter so very much?
But, Excellency...
It would have meant that our glorious fatherland would have been certain to be the first to conquer space. Kabar, this Rocky Star must not reach Professor Vernon's research station.
But
no, do not interrupt me. Once he joins forces with the professor, the race is almost over. As you have said, their ship, the Blue Streak, is ready for test.
That is correct.
Our country's spaceship is only being built.
Then they must hurry. I have given them drawings.
No, Kabar. We must ruin Professor Vernon's plans. First, destroy Rocky Star. And then, their ship.
How will you do this? The station is heavily guarded, and Anne hopes to fly Rocky there at dawn tomorrow.
His death should present no difficulty to you.
To me?
Why should it?
I cannot afford to be mixed up in murder. I am a respected scientist.
You are a traitor to the land that has given you food and shelter. Without such as you, our country would know little of atomic bombs, hydrogen bombs, and spaceships. A respected scientist.
You will not speak to me in that manner.
I will speak to you in any way I think fit. One word from me to the American police and you die.
The same applies to you, Excellency?
Nonsense. I am under the protection of our embassy in Washington. They would not dare lay a finger on me. But it is different with you, Kabar. You know the penalty for treason?
Yes, I know.
Then you will do as I order without argument.
Yes, Excellency.
After all, you should be glad to be rid of Rocky Star. He is handsome. And the lovely Anne Vernon might...
Leave Anne out of this?
As you wish. Still, he must be dealt with at once.
How? How?
You said earlier that he would return to Las Vegas rocket-proving ground. There is a lonely stretch of road a few miles from there. That should be a convenient spot for you.
Excellency, I cannot. His friend Mitch Morgan will be with him. He would recognize me.
Very well, very well. Perhaps it would be dangerous to risk another failure. I shall take Dyson with me and do it myself. Then there will be no mistake. I assure you, Kabar, that Rocky Star will die within an hour.
His eyes burning with fanaticism, Gregor stares narrowly at Jan. Meanwhile, Rocky and Mitch are preparing to return to the rocket proving ground. What will happen? Will Gregor's plan succeed? There is excitement ahead for you before you fly into the vast unknown with Rocky Star to Destination Venus.